Good morning. It is Saturday, September 2nd. Thanks for starting your day with us. I'm Max Darrow. Let's kick off the morning with a quick check of our weather with First Alert Chief Meteorologist Paul Hagan.
An unsettled weather pattern in the forecast today and again tomorrow. This upper-level storm system that dropped in for the first day of September is going to continue to focus most of its rain chances on Northern California. As it slides off to the east, we are going to see more sunshine breaking through the clouds on Labor Day, and that means a return to near normal temperatures, but slightly below average still, even on the holiday. High temperatures today in the 70s for most of the Bay Area. Unusual for early September. 60s along the coast, but even the very warmest spots inland only approaching 80 degrees.
And breaking news this morning, Jimmy Buffett, the man behind songs like Margaritaville and Fins, has died. A statement on his website says he died yesterday surrounded by friends and family. His music conjured a world of sun, saltwater, nonstop parties among his so-called parrot head fans. His debut album, Down to Earth, was released in 1970, but he continued making wistful ballads and pun-filled, up-tempo numbers before opening his first of many Margaritaville restaurants in 1985. He went on to build an island-themed empire, become a best-selling author, and grace the big screen in several films. Jimmy Buffett was 76 years old. Bay Area drivers are being forced to work around a major road closure this holiday weekend. Caltrans is paving and making repairs along this 6-mile stretch of Interstate 80. The westbound lanes are closed until 5 o'clock in the morning on Tuesday between the 780 interchange in Vallejo and Highway 4 in Hercules. And that does include the Carquinez Bridge. Our Andrea Nakano was in Vallejo to see how drivers were dealing with the situation.
Caltrans closed a portion of the highway Thursday night, and many here in Vallejo say traffic has been a mess all day. The closure not only has impacted some people's holiday travel plans, but also their ability to work. The Willis family from Vallejo is doing what it can to avoid the traffic nightmare.
As you can see, I went shopping. I'm home. Nothing. I will wait till Tuesday.
No Labor Day traveling for them with the closure of a portion of westbound 80. Alternate routes turned into parking lots, especially during the evening commute.
It doesn't make sense. I'm like, who's making these decisions?
Ricardo Willis is a delivery driver. He was at the California-Oregon border Friday morning and rescheduled his deliveries for the day.
When I got ready to come down and I had to go into San Francisco, it would have added a two-hour delay for me to get down to San Francisco this afternoon. So now I had to change all my customer plans and deliver tomorrow.
This family came all the way from Texas to visit the Bay Area and got stuck right in the middle of the traffic chaos.
It's impossible to get on and off the highway. And this road out here, 780, has become a mess.
What he thought was going to be a simple bite out to eat ended up being a major road trip.
We're going to go to a restaurant and looked it up, and it said, an hour and a half to get there. And it's a 2-mile-away restaurant because you have to go up and around and back down.
Caltrans says with the closure, it's taking 106 nights of work and shrinking them down to 4 days to do badly needed road repairs. Drivers understand the work does need to be done.
You got to kind of bite the bullet, and given how bad traffic is on a non-holiday on that road, I think you got to kind of bite the bullet.
It's needed. The roads do need the repair, but I think they could have went another way about fixing them during another time, during the holiday weekend.
So despite how bad the backups look, Caltrans says it actually would have been even worse to shut things down during regular commute days. They say traffic patterns are actually lighter during the Labor Day weekend. We've posted tips on getting around the closure on our website, KPIX.com. And of course, this is also a busy time for air travel. The number of passengers this weekend is up about 40% compared to the same time a year ago. And on Friday, we saw long lines at SFO, Oakland International, and San Jose Mineta. That was because of storms in Nevada, Texas, and Portland, which caused at least 79 delays at San Jose alone. But luckily, if you're planning on leaving today, you may have missed the worst of it. Last night was projected to be the busiest time for travel over the course of the holiday weekend. San Francisco's federal building seems to be trying its own method to keep people off the streets outside of the building: fencing. Chain link fences are up around the building at 7th and Mission. Now, that has been a long-time hotspot for open-air drug use as well as drug dealing. 2 weeks ago, employees there were told to work from home because of how bad things were outside on the street.
These people ain't trying to bother nobody. Where are they gonna go? I mean, like, if you stop them moving here, they're gonna move somewhere else, and it's gonna cause a problem somewhere else.
CBS News Bay Area reached out to the feds to talk about the fence, but have not heard back yet. The city says it has already seized more drugs so far this year than all of last year. The mayor says police have arrested more than 300 dealers and seized 227 pounds of drugs. Nearly half of that amount was fentanyl. Fire crews are putting out the hot spots from a devastating wildfire in Washington. The Oregon Road fire broke out about 2 weeks ago and grew to nearly 11,000 acres. The latest update from officials is the fire is currently 83% contained. What you're looking at is police body cam video taken just after the fire started. The officer was contacting people to tell them to evacuate immediately due to how fast this fire was growing. Fire crews are now on suppression duties. Residents have been allowed to go back to their homes. The cause of this fire is still under investigation. The Oregon Road fire was one of 2 fires that broke out in Washington recently. Together, the 2 fires burnt down more than 700 buildings, and they've been linked to 2 deaths. Signs of new life in Maui. The beloved 150-year-old banyan tree in Lahaina looks like it's doing much better than expected more than 3 weeks after a massive wildfire destroyed much of the town. Even though thousands of leaves on the mammoth tree were scorched, landscapers say below ground, the roots are showing signs of new growth. It's a sign of hope for a community that lost so much during the wildfire. Thousands of homes and businesses were destroyed, but this historic tree stood tall. Days after the fire, volunteers arrived not only to aid residents, but to preserve this tree that holds such a special meaning for the community.
From what the arborists have told me, as far as just visual analysis of the tree, we're doing pretty good. We're taking it to heart to try to bring back the tree to give some hope to Lahaina, and we don't know what's down the line, but I think it's going to be a new beginning for everybody.
The symbolic tree was first planted in 1873. It's since grown to more than 60 feet tall, and it covers 2/3 of the 1-acre park. Recovery efforts are underway in Florida and in Georgia after Hurricane Idalia tore through those states. The worst of the hurricane left tens of thousands of people without power and many communities searching for a place to live. And now the race is on as sweltering summer heat moves back in. Meanwhile, President Biden plans to visit Florida today, and federal funds have been earmarked to help out. Bradley Blackburn has the latest.
Idalia's impact is still coming into focus as residents return to what's left and start cleaning up. In some areas, residents have been warned they could be without power for weeks, and many are trying to decide whether to rebuild.
It's the worst storm we've ever been through, and we're going to rebuild. It'll never be the same.
President Biden and the First Lady will travel to Florida Saturday to see the damage. On Friday, he approved a disaster declaration, providing federal funds to help areas rebuild.
Hello.
Florida Governor Ron DeSantis was touring aftermath when he took a call from the president.
We're in Horseshoe Beach now. It's pretty rough here, and there's a lot of folks putting stuff together.
The damage stretches into Georgia, where Idalia lingered over the state. On Friday, the governor also requested federal disaster assistance.
Damage assessments are taking longer due to, as I mentioned, Idalia taking longer to move through our state than any other state during this storm.
Amid the damage, the storm brought an unexpected sight, a flock of flamingos spotted near St. Petersburg. The birds arrived with the storm, possibly from Mexico, a rare, bright sight, as so many confront the tough reality of Idalia's aftermath.
So there have been a lot of those flamingo sightings throughout Florida's west coast in the days following the hurricane. Many were areas where flamingo had actually never been documented before. It's been speculated that as many as 70 of the bright birds were blown off course. Some scientists believe these birds come from Yucatan. Pope Francis is visiting Mongolia this weekend, marking the first time a pope has ever traveled to that country. Today, he's holding meetings with the Mongolian president and other officials inside the state palace. He arrived at an official welcoming ceremony before meeting with the Mongolian president. He also met with other government officials and plans to speak with the priests and missionaries who work with the country's small Catholic community. The trip is a part of the Pope's mission to visit places where Catholics are a minority, with the hopes of drawing attention to people and issues in those communities. Now, according to Reuters, a few Chinese Catholics showed up to get a glimpse of the Pope during his welcoming ceremony today. This comes at a time when the Vatican has strained relations with Mongolia's two neighbors, China and Russia. In South America, 7 people are dead after a train crashed into a minibus. It happened last night at a railway crossing. The rail company says the bus crossed the tracks as the crossing gates lowered. The train hit the bus and dragged it for several yards before stopping. The bus was carrying 14 passengers at the time of the accident. 8 people were hurt and 5 have serious injuries. A popular Orange County bar has reopened nearly 2 weeks after a deadly mass shooting. Bikers rolled into Cook's Corner yesterday with a reminder of the mass shooting out front. A memorial now stands in the parking lot to honor the victims. Friday marked the first time the roadside bar and grill was open to the public since the shooting. Customers and staff members hope to reignite the community and bring back a sense of normalcy.
They're calling this a soft opening. I think it's an opportunity for them to try slowly to establish a little bit more normalcy, bring people in slowly, and let's all find a way to grieve together.
3 people were killed on August 23rd and 6 were wounded. Cook's Corner employees plan to hold a vigil next week. 2 members of the Proud Boys have been sentenced for their actions on January 6th. Prosecutors called Dominic Pizzola a dedicated foot soldier in the group, while Ethan Nordine rose to be one of the leaders because he was known for doling out physical punishments. These sentences mark the 3rd and 4th to have been handed down this week. Willie James Inman is in Washington with their stories.
Dominic Pizzola has been sentenced to 10 years in prison for his actions on January 6th. The Proud Boys member was the first to breach the U.S. Capitol using a police riot shield to smash a window. In court Friday, the 46-year-old was near tears, telling the judge he had given up politics in a plea for leniency. But as he was taken out of the courtroom, Pizzola raised his fist and shouted, "Trump won. Ha ha, you all know it."
Something's really wrong, can't have happened, and we fight. We fight like hell.
Another Proud Boys member who led the group from Trump's speech that day to the Capitol was sentenced to 18 years in prison. Prosecutors called Ethan Nordine one of the Proud Boys leaders on the ground, and he was convicted on the more serious seditious conspiracy charge. In the penalty phase of these January 6 cases, so far the Proud Boys members have received a lighter sentence than what the prosecution was seeking. Thursday, Judge Timothy Kelly, a Trump appointee, sentenced Joseph Biggs, a top lieutenant in the Proud Boys, to 17 years in prison. Zachary Rill, who ran the group's Philadelphia chapter, was given a 15-year sentence. Both were also convicted of seditious conspiracy, as was Proud Boys leader Enrique Tarrio, who is scheduled to be sentenced on Tuesday. Another Proud Boy member, Christopher Worrell, escaped from house arrest and is on the run. The FBI is still looking for him.
It appears the government is trying to be more transparent about information regarding UFOs. The Department of Defense put up a website on Thursday to give the public easier access to declassified information. Now, they don't use the acronym UFO, opting instead for UAP, Unidentified Aerial Phenomena. Now, right now, the site has a handful of videos, but there's no confirmation of aliens. You can access the site at aaro.mil, M-I-L. This year marks the 40th anniversary of conservation efforts for the mountain gorilla, and this week, UNESCO officials traveled to Rwanda to take part in a naming ceremony for 23 newborns. Those gorillas belong to an endangered species. They live in 2 protected areas between Rwanda and the Democratic Republic of Congo. But conflict between the 2 countries could put the gorillas at risk. The region is home to about 600 mountain gorillas. Now, concerted efforts by the government of Rwanda have enabled the population to grow. UNESCO officials are calling for more work globally to help these animals.
Here is that look at the 7-day forecast. Very little change in store to temperatures in San Francisco, even though we're going to be seeing more clouds than sunshine today and tomorrow, and then more sunshine than clouds Labor Day through the rest of the week. High temperatures are going to hover right around 70. Oakland and the East Bay, yeah, a little bit of a baby warm up, returning to the mid-70s with the additional sunshine. A more noticeable increase in temperatures for inland parts of the Bay Area, from the 70s today and tomorrow, back to the 80s for Labor Day and for most of next week. Some of the hottest spots inland, even getting up to around 90 degrees in the Tri-Valley and the Delta, but along the coast, consistent temperatures staying in that middle portion of the 60s.
All right, thanks, Paul, and thank you for watching the Morning Edition here on CBS News Bay Area. Don't forget the news continues all day on CBS News Bay Area. We'll be back here tomorrow morning right at 6 o'clock. Have a wonderful Saturday.